So first of all, I just want to confirm from your side, what do you do? You are working somewhere or you are a student? You are an engineer. In which company you're working and as a what? Okay. And you're working there as a designer? Okay, so the software requirement is from the company side, right? Okay. So first of all, I'm just telling you one thing, that what we are working on the software which is Creo. Creo is also called as Proe, right? Earlier it was called Proe, but now it is called Creo. And the version are coming in the series like Creo 1.0, Creo 2.0, 3.0, like this. And right now we are working on the software which is Creo 2.0, right? And here, whenever we are installing the software, multiple section will be installed. Like if you see there in my screen, if I show you Creo, then you can see there Creo Parametric is there, 2.0, Creo Direct is there, Distributed Service Manager, Layouts, Options Modeler, and Simulation. So we are just working on the one module which is called Parametric 2.0 right now, in which we are working on the four modules. I'll show you. We are working on four modules here. One is Sketcher, second will be part design, third will be of assembly, design, right? And fourth will be drawing and drafting, right? So these four modules we are covering in this session, right? And the course module, I am sure that you delivered to you, right? Okay, so in the meanwhile, in the session, during the session, if you have any kind of issues or some questions you have, then you can ask me, right? Yeah. So we are starting with the session. First of all, we are working on Sketcher module. But first of all, we need to understand one thing, that what is Sketcher and why we go for the Sketcher. So we are just understanding one concept here, that whenever we are working in some of the company, we just need to design some products which are useful to the customer, right? And before starting with that process, basically, we need some soft copies of the model, which we can design from the help of CAD models, which is computer designing. And here we are using the tool which is Creo. So Creo will make some 3D models, but 3D models will be depending on some parts. So various parts will be assembled at some platform, then that will be assembled and that will be called a product. But before starting with assembly, before starting with part design, we have to work on Sketcher module, because Sketcher will provide you the base of some parts, right? For example, if I'm just showing you one demonstration type here. So you'll see there, I'm just creating a new part here. Click OK. Just you should watch me right now. I will let you know how to work on that again, right? This is just like a demonstration kind of thing, right? So I'm just showing you Sketcher we have just taken. Now we are just providing the Sketcher plane, and now we just sketch some rectangular box here. This is a base of some design. So we are just defining the value, which is 200, and the next value we are defining is 400. And now we are just defining extrusion. The extrusion value we can define from this area. The 100 value we have defined. So now we have got the box here. The box is also called as cuboid, and that cuboid is basically depending on the rectangular profile. So we'll see the profile will be like this. But if I am just entering again into the sketch number 1 from the model tree, and now if I am changing the shape of this rectangle like this, we are just define one circle here, and now we are just giving a trimming section there, and after that we are just defining some more rectangle there like this. and now making a trimming at one side, other side again. So this will be a complete loop and the shape has been changed. Now if I'm going to exit from the sketcher, you will see the model will also get updated according to the sketcher. So this will be the thing here. We have got a model here. Then after that we can perform some 3D operations also on this surface. So we are just clicking on this surface and now clicking on sketcher, provide the circle, but I need the circle where on the center of this existing circle. So we have to work on the project option there. With the help of project operation, we have got the center of the previous one circle. This is the circle center. So these two circles will be at the concentric ends. And now I'm just giving 100 is a diameter of this circle. Click exit. Now you can make some extrusion there like this. Make a preview from this operation. So it will be like this. Either we can do one thing, we can make a cutting operation. Reversify the area. So you will see the object will be cut down. So both extrusion solid, extrusion cutout will be done with the help of same feature. So like these sort of features you can make and you can save these components, right? So now we have to work on the fresh sketcher right today, and the sketcher will be accomplished in the today session, right? So what do you think, how to start? You will work simultaneous with me or you will just watch me? Basically I'm just giving the training on one principle, that I'm just elaborating the things in my session, and after that you can do practice from yourself. Side by side practice is not possible because whatever I'm just showing you, you cannot do practice at the same time. So you just do one thing, the recording will be provided to you at the end of the session, means within 2-3 days the session will be provided to you, so you can access that and you can get your query solved, right? And whenever I'm working here, you just if you are having some trouble there, you can stop me and you can ask me the questions according to your need, right? Yeah, so we are just starting with a sketcher. First of all, you have to work on the environment here. So you can see there we have just opened the software from where I'll show you. I'm just closing the software first of all. And now this is the Creo Parametric 2.0. I'm just clicking right click on this icon, open. Initially it takes time to get open. Now you can see there now we have just opened the software, and you can see there the top line will be called the title bar, and from this right top corner you can close the software, and from this minus point you can minimize, you can maximize, right, the window. And after that you can see there this is startup menu, and from here you can give the new file and open the previous one file which you have saved in the previous sessions. You can save the file from here, but this will be deactivated right now just because we have not opened any diagram, any model here. So we are just working on new file here. Press on this, or you can use the short key. Short key will be like same like MS Word or Excel. So you can click on Ctrl+N, and then the dialog box will be coming like layout, sketch, part, assembly, manufacturing, drawings, and many more. So first of all we have to work on sketcher. Creo provides you the separate environment for sketcher, so you can work on the sketcher module first of all. And this is just like AutoCAD, basic AutoCAD. So we are just giving the name of the file, the name of the file we have just given is S1, and now click OK. So now the file name has been given. But the important thing in that is you cannot save the file, you cannot give the name with having some space. For example, if I am just giving one more file here, and the name of the file I am giving here is S2 space model, and I am just clicking OK, then it will not be taken because there is an illegal character which is spacebar. We have to remove the spacebar. Either we can give underscore or some other icon, and then after that we can click on OK. So now the file has been opened, right? So now we have just opened the new file here, and after that we can do one thing. If we have opened more than one files, we can check out from this option. This option calls Windows. Click here to select a window to activate. Here you will see S1, and the second one will be S2. So there is undo redo, which you are aware already maybe. So undo redo basically Control Z, Control Y is the short key of them. Control S for saving, opening for Control O, Control N for a new file. After that we can do one thing. The units of the file is not available here. We cannot see there any kind of units because in Sketcher there is a unitless workbench. Means there, if we are creating some circle here, that will not be having any kind of millimeter, centimeter, or feet, inches. No, nothing. The value will be there only. So initially we are working with no limits, and now after that we are just giving this operation. This is called manage session, and now here we can click on select working directory, and here it allows you to create your own directory in which all the files, upcoming files, will be saved automatically. So here we are just giving the right location anywhere on the system. Then after that click here on organize, and then after that click on new folder. Click on the new directory and provide the name. The name we are defining there is Creo underscore A1 files. So the file we have provided. So now this is the working directory we have created, and now I'm just clicking OK. So now I'm saving this file. The file name is S2 underscore model. Click on this, save the file, and now the file will be going automatically into the same folder, which is Creo underscore A1 session file. So click on this. So file has been saved, and now after that we can start working on the section, which is the model bar. This is called file menu bar. So you can see Sketcher, Analysis, Tools, and Views will be there. Right now we are working on Sketcher, so we will see these are the toolbars there: Setup toolbar, Get Data toolbar, Operations, Datum, Sketching, Editing, Constraints, Dimensions, and Inspections. You will see this is the common folder area, and the model tree will not be created here just because we are working on Sketcher right now, so there will not be any kind of model tree. So now start with working on datum section. Here first of all you will get the option which is called center line. So click on this first of all. This is an empty workbench. You can start working from anywhere, but first of all we are just working on center line and giving the center line vertical. Second will be horizontal. Whenever we are just clicking on the screen, the left click mouse button, the line will be created. You will see again I'm just clicking on center line. Now the cursor will be coming like this, and now I'm just clicking on screen anywhere, left click mouse button, and then line will be coming like this. Whenever the line will be in vertical, V will be there, and if it is horizontal, then H sign will be there along with that line. So click on the screen, and then if you want to exit from the command, just double click the center ball. Double click the center ball from the mouse button, and the command will be exited. So what is the purpose of this center line? Basically this center line provides you some center, some origin. Basically this is not origin, but you have taken these two lines intersection area as a origin area. So we are just clicking on some commands here now, and then that will be aligned with this particular center. So we have just assumed and gave some two center lines there, H and V. Now after that we have to work on this sketching toolbar. So first toolbar I am just using, that is rectangle. So in rectangle you have four options. One is Creo corner rectangle. So first point we have specified at this area, second point we have specified like this. So you'll see the lines are coming in H and V position. So this will be automatically in horizontal and vertical position. So we'll see there, if I'm just dragging the mouse, I'm not clicking anywhere mouse button. I just provided one rectangle. Now left click the mouse anywhere on the screen. Then after that just leave the mouse and now drag it to the bottom right corner. So you will see there, if the rectangle is equal in the size from with respect to horizontal line, vertical line, so that will be showing you two signs. One is left side arrows, second is right side arrow. If I'm just going to down, so you will see the object has been symmetric in the position with respect to the horizontal line. Then you will see there are two arrows again. So this is a symmetric job. So if you are clicking on the screen, center ball, so it's like this. So you will see the rectangle has been created like this. And this is a parametric software. So dimensions will provided to you automatically. And these dimensions will show you the weak dimension. You will see if you are just putting your mouse on the dimension, you will see there SD1 and the value will be 17.51, and the dimension value status is weak dimension, and this is called weak dimension 2. So you will see there, if I want to make it permanent, so you can do one thing, double click on this and now provide the value. The value we have specified is 20, and then after that we have specified the value which is 10. So we will see there the object has been created perfectly, and there are two dimensions we have specified. One is 20, second is 10. And after double clicking on the dimensions, we have just edited the dimensions, and now the status of the dimension is strong. So all the time your purpose should be always make a dimension strong. So after creating the dimensions, I'm just showing you some navigation areas with the help of mouse. So if you want to make it zoom in and zoom out, just scroll your mouse button forward and backward like this. If you are making it backward, the object will be zoom in. If you want to make it out zoom out, just go for backward like this. So this is zoom in and zoom out. You can perform this task with the help of these two buttons also. One is zoom in or zoom out. Zoom in. Now if you are just clicking on this zoom in button, the option will be provided to you like window selection. So just click the mouse on the screen and now drag it. So everything will be enlarged. Now if I want to make it adjusted on the screen size, so just do one thing, provide the refit option. Adjust the zoom level to fully display the object on the screen. So the all item will be adjusted onto the one screen. So refit option will be working according to that particular area. So now next operation will be zoom out. So if you are clicking on this, the object will be getting zoom out, and from with respect to zoom in, so this will be like this. Drag in and click on this like this. If you want to specify a particular area, so you can click on the particular area as well. Yeah, I'll show you the system needs a graphic card if I want to work on the Creo. So I am not having the graphic card in my PC right now. That's why it is not showing me the exact graphics. Basically, whenever we are clicking on the mouse for zoom in, it shows me the Windows bar, the dragger bar. Basically it will it should show me, but right now it is not clicking, but the result is coming, but the process is not showing me properly. So click on this. Now you can see there refit operation is working. So these things we have worked on. Now after that we can see there is a sketcher display filter. So I'm just clicking on this, and now you'll see there I'm just clicking on the display grid system, and you will see there the grids will be coming like this. The horizontal line and vertical line will be like this. And after that, if I want to show the dimensions of the job, so you can click on this. Either if you want to make it off, so click off this, so dimension will be disappeared. And here display constraints. And what are the constraints? Basically constraints are geometrical. Basically geometric constraints shows you that is the line is vertical or horizontal, is it symmetric or not, is it tangential or not, perpendicularity, parallelism, all this sort of stuff it shows you. So if I'm just making it off, so you'll see there the constraint symbols will be switch off. So if you want to make it on, just click on, then all the things will be switch on. So see there the last one is display vertex. And what is vertex there? Vertices is basically the blue points. You can see there at each corner you will see the blue colored point. That point is called vertex. And now display vertex shows you that the vertex is getting shown. If I am making it off, then the blue points will be switch off. Clear? Are you there? Hello? Yeah, are you there? You're getting me? Fine, fine. Okay, fine. So I'm just again elaborating these things. These all we have accomplished. Now 4 things, which is display dimensions, constraints and vertices, right? After that we can do one thing. If I want to select the whole areas here and I want to delete them, so just do one thing, click the mouse button on the screen and then drag it from upper right left corner to lower right corner, and you will see the object will be in green color just because the object has been selected. If I'm just selecting like this, so the object will be selected from this area too. So you'll see there, if I want to delete this, so click on this, and delete button will be in the keyboard. So use the keyboard button for deleting the geometry, and the object will be deleted automatically. Now again I'm just going to start with the center line. First of all, these 2 center lines we have specified, one is horizontal, one is vertical. And after that we can do one thing. These center lines are basically the reference of the sketches which we are getting for our need. Basically this is the lines which we have created for our need, not for system need. So that I will elaborate you in the next session when we are working on part design. Right now these are the basic thing. We have to take first the center line, then after that we can start working on, and after that we will see there, this is the line command. If I'm just clicking on the line chain, that is line tangent. If I'm clicking on line chain, the line will be coming. I just provided the first point anywhere on the screen. Now if the line is vertical, V symbol will be there. If this is horizontal, then horizontal symbol will be there. If I'm just clicking on anywhere on the screen, the line will be slanted, but the horizontal vertical constraint will not be there. So we can define that constraint later. So first of all I'm just clicking anywhere on the screen like this. Second line, third, fourth. So by this way we can get the geometry of our need. So if I just specified some angle here, you can see there we cannot define the dimensions along with the object creation. After that, if we have just worked and we have just get out from the command, then we can see there the dimension will be shown, and these dimensions, these all dimensions will be that weak dimensions, and we have to make it permanent or strong basically. So for making it strong, you have to do one thing, just double click on the dimensions, provide the value, The value we have specified is 5. One more thing, the value should be not same like this. If I want the value 1.70, so we cannot define the value 1.70. Oh, that was a numerical areas. So there is a lengthy areas. No? If I am just giving the same value which is written right now, this will not be printed. If I am just giving some other value, that will be printed. If I am just giving here 2, so the value has been given. Here also I am just giving that 2 value. After that, again, now we have to specify the next value which is 4, then after 2, and this is the angle they are asking for. If I am just specifying the angle value is 120 degree, so this will be like this. And after that we have just specified the next value which is 2. Here again the next value will be 2, that is the distance of 2 millimeter. Now what is needed there, the initial thing should be given. So you can see there, this is the line, but we have not specified any kind of distance of this line. So how is it constrained? You can see there this is a sign which is constrained horizontal alignment strong, means this is creating the alignment with the initial one line. So if I'm just changing the value, this first one, other will be changed automatically, just because these are the correlative. You can see if I'm changing one, the second one will be automatically get changed. If I want there should not be a relationship between them, just click on the mark and now delete. So now the other value will be given here. If I'm giving here the next value is 5 millimeter, so it will show you the difference like this. So these things should be provided properly. Here 2 millimeter we have specified. Now all things has been given appropriately. So now there is nothing which is needed here, and there is nothing which is extra there. So every dimension, each and every dimension has been specified, and the sketch is totally perfect. So we'll see there, this is a inspection option. So in inspection we can see there, if I highlight open ends. So if the geometry is open, the highlighted 2 red points will be provided to you. If I'm just clicking off this, so the 2 red points will be off. Click on and then click off. After that we can see there, if the geometry is closed, you see, if I'm just closing the geometry 1, 2, and now I'm just clicking at this point. So you'll see there, the geometry is closed, but the geometry is not showing you that this is a closed geometry. So if you want to make it show, so just go on the shade close loops. So the loops will be showed you in the shaded modes like this. And the first one is overlap geometry. If some geometry is getting overlap on some other, then it will show you the differences like this. I'm selecting on this line, overlap geometry. So you see there, it shows you the overlap geometry like this. So you can see there, the geometry is getting overlapped by some other, that's why it shows you the symbol like this. So you have to delete that manually, and then the job will be accomplished. After that I'm just deleting each and every section but the center lines. So you will see there, if I want to show some constraints over there, you can see the line is not constrained now. So I'm just giving the value, and this is a constraint section. This is constraint section. So here one is vertical, second is horizontal. So I'm just defining one which is vertical, second is horizontal. So you'll see the constraint we can define also after creating the object. So that is called post constraining. And initially when we are working and the constraint comes automatically, that called pre-constraining. So now after that we are just providing one line segment, clicking on this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you can see there the geometry is not equal in size at both sides, so we have just specified the value which is 15, but I'm not sure that these are symmetric or not. If I want to make it symmetric, so just do one thing, go for the feature which is symmetric operation. First of all, I'm just completing these topics. These are the constraints, and now symmetric operation is the first operation. Provide the first point, second point, then after that the center line about which you want to make it symmetric. So we'll see the line has been symmetric with respect to the vertical line. If I'm just clicking on this line segment, and now I'm just clicking on like this, so the length we have got, so the length we need to have is around 10 millimeter, but this should be symmetric in respect. If I'm just giving the value which is 15 or 20, and now if I need to make it symmetric, so go for the feature which is called symmetric operation, and now provide one point, that is second point, and the third one is this. So you have got the symmetric section. After that, if you have some line segment here starting from this point, or you have one line segment starting from some other point, and this is not vertical, this is not horizontal, so we are just clicking on the vertical operation. Click on this, the line will be vertical in size. Now you will ask me that why the line is getting change in size. So you will see there the size has not been specified. The distance from the horizontal and the distance from horizontal line to this point, this has been specified. The angle has been specified, which is in weak dimension, which can be changed automatically whenever we are changing some dimensions there or constraints there. So right now we can see there is no length over there. If I want a specific length and it should not be changed, so do one thing, go for the dimensions, and here normal dimensions will be there. Click on this, and now provide the line and center ball, and you will see there the object will be showing you the length. The length we have specified is 10 millimeter like this, and now I want to make it vertical, so just go for vertical. The length will not be get changed. Control Z. After that, making it horizontal, it is not changing the length. Now I want the particular angle, but not with respect to this line. I want to show the angle with respect to horizontal line. So just go for the lines, normal dimensions there, and now click on the line segment. Now click on the horizontal line, and you will see there center ball. So just provide the value which is 60. 60 is the angle which we have specified there, and now after that I just need to provide the distance between these two lines. So I'm just making it coincidence. So the option is coincident. We can click on one point, that is 2 point. So these 2 points will be merged. That is called coincident. If I have some other line, or we want to make it perpendicular, so just provide the one line, second point. So the option will be shown you that it cannot be make it perpendicular. Why? Because we have provided here some dimension which is angle 60 degree. So at the same time we cannot provide some item related with the some degree, or at the same time we cannot provide the constraint which is perpendicular. So between them we have to choose one. So we have just deleted the 60 degree, so perpendicular will be applied, right? So this is the basic concept over there. So 1, 2, 3 we have accomplished. After that we have accomplished the coincident also, and before completing the coincident toolbar, I'm just showing you one more example of circle. So this is a circle we are just clicking on. There are the number of options in circles. One is center and point. So we are just giving on center. Provide the circle anywhere on the screen. Click left mouse button. So you will see the dimensions shown you, which is 5 millimeter I'm just giving. After that, I'm just giving it the distance with respect to the horizontal line. The length I'm specifying is 10 millimeter, and after that you will see it shows you the distance from this point, but I don't want the distance from that particular point. I need the distance should be given from this point to this line. So center click, the length will be provided to you. The length we have specified is around 10 millimeter, and after that click anywhere on the screen and describe the circle of your own need. The diameter we have specified which is 10 millimeter, but the other values are, I'm making it I'm remaining it in a weak dimension as a weak dimensions. So now the next operation I'm showing you is coincident. So just click on this point, click on this point. Now I'm asking you one thing, which will be moved? Which circle will be moved? Second one, just because the first one is basically strong one. So this is the weak dimension, so this object will be transformed accordingly. So 1, 2. If I want to make it equal to in size, so we can do one thing, go for equal operation, click on this, but these two are strong, so conflict will be there. It shows me the conflict that these two both are equally has its size, so we can maintain this one or this one or this one. So any two will be remained and one will be removed. So I'm just agreeing that I don't need 10 value, so delete the 10, then you will see the both value will be 5 millimeter. So if I'm just changing this 5 value, the value I'm changing is 7.5, then the other one will be also changing. Now if I don't want the same size, just go for deleting the R1. So R1 symbol is on both circles. I'm deleting the R1. Separate value will be there. So we can define the separate value also. So there will be very complicated areas when we have number of objects here, and then at the same time dimensions will also be populated, the weak dimensions. But whenever we are just creating, we cannot delete the weak dimensions. We can create some positive and adaptable dimensions instead of them, and then the weak dimension will removed automatically. If you will see there, if we have this weak dimension 5.96, I don't want to delete because I cannot delete that until unless I will provide some other reference. So here I'm just giving the normal dimension, clicking on the point, and then after that clicking on this line, this horizontal line. So the distance will be shown you from that particular end, and the weak dimension will get disappeared automatically. But if I'm just deleting this 10 millimeter dimension, the strong dimension we can delete, and weak dimension will come automatically. So this is the basic concept. And now after that we can do one thing. If I want to see some particular area in a very enhanced way, so we can do one thing, we can make it zoom in, zoom out from scroll mouse button. Then after that we can make it panning also, and panning will be accomplished with help of center ball. So I'm just clicking on center ball and dragging the mouse, the object will be panned like this. Zoom in, zoom out and pan can be performed here. We cannot make some changes in rotational views, so we cannot create orbiting. Orbiting cannot be done here in Sketcher module. So select these all contents over there, and now delete the segments. So all things will be deleted, and this topic, this I think this one is remained, which is parallel, and second one is midpoint. So here I'm just creating one line segment, and after that one more line segment we have created. I want to make it coincident with respect to this midpoint of this line. So just click on the object which is called command is midpoint. So just provide point, then the line, and the point will be merged to the midpoint of the line. Again I'm showing you 1 point, second will be the line. If I want to combine these two, so do one thing, I use the option which is coincident midpoint, sorry, 1 point, and that is line. So we'll see there it will be join like this from the midpoint. And after that, if you want to make it coincident with respect to points to point, so you can use that particular areas point to point constraint. So all these we can accomplish. And also one more thing here, which is parallelism. So we can make these two lines a parallel in relationship. So these constraints we can accomplish. One more is left, tangential. So just provide the circle. If I want to make it, constraint in respect to the tangential relationship, so click on this command. Now click on the boundary of the circle, then the line entity. So you'll see tangential will be coming, and T will be the sign there. T stands for tangency. So these things we can accomplish. That normal is the dimensions by which we can get the dimensions, and after that this sketching toolbar and editing toolbar is remained. So I'm just clicking on the center line, vertical, second one is horizontal. After that we can get one corner rectangle. If I'm just clicking like this, if this is symmetric, then it will be like this. If it is non-symmetric, the 4 dimensions will be coming. So here the dimensions we are specifying is 100, and the second value we have specified, which is 200. So now I want to show one thing. This will be the symmetric section. One is this, second is this, and the center line. And after that, one is this, second is this, provide the center line. So this will be the symmetric job. So after creating the rectangle, we can make it symmetric as well. After that we can do one thing. This is the second operation, which is centered rectangle. If I know the center of the rectangle, so we can specify the center anywhere, and the rectangle will be created at 4 sides equally. So here we have to just specify the 50 value is the vertical length, and the horizontal length I'm specifying is around 100. So the object will be like this, right? So I'm just making Ctrl Z, and after that the next command will be there is slanted rectangle. Click on this, click anywhere on the screen, vertical, and after that we can see there the object will be coming like this. Parallelism will be there in slanted rectangle. If I'm just clicking on anywhere on the screen, first point, second point I'm defining anywhere, so the object will be according to the first line. The parallelism will be available there. So the next command will be there is parallelogram. In parallelogram we have to specify first point, then second point can be vertical, can be horizontal, can be in any degree. So you can see there the object will be coming like this. 2 lines will be parallel, and two other lines will be parallel. So it will be working accordingly. Now after that we can see there the next command there. Rectangle we have accomplished. After that we have the next operation, which is circular. So here we have to specify one circle, and here we have specified the second one. If they are equal in size, R symbol will be there, means they both are in the same size. If they are not the same in size, the 2 length will be there. So the one diameter is I'm giving is 25 millimeter, and the second one I'm giving is 50 millimeter. And also one more thing I need to have here, I don't need the distance from this edge boundary. I need to provide the distance. with the respect to the center line. So I'm just specifying center point and the line, and the value I'm giving is 50 millimeter, but they both are not symmetric. So just provide the symmetric relationship. One is this, second is this, third one is this. So you can see there 2 holes we have created at the simple same distance 50 millimeter, with respect to the vertical center line. Now after that we can see there, if I'm just going to use the line tangential, click on this, then 1 point on the line, on circle, sorry, you have to define. The second one is this. So the object will be tangential, the line will be tangential with respect to the circular shape. So if I'm just going to use the line tangent option 1 again, so 1 is this, second we have specified on this circular boundary. So you will see there, the object will be tangential in relationship with these two circles. And after that we can do one thing. If we want to have the closed section there, we have not the closed section. You will see there the circle is closed, the other one circle is closed, but these two lines are creating one more loop there. Basically there cannot be more than two loops in relationship. So you have to delete these boundaries, inner boundaries there. So here is an editing option. In editing we have delete segment command. We can trim, if we can use this command as a trim command or as a delete command. So I'm just clicking on delete segment, click on the circular boundary, again one more time, and then again one more time. So you'll see there, if I'm just double clicking the mouse button, the command will be exited, and now after that we'll see there, this is a complete one loop, and this is a solid plate. If we consider this as a solid plate, so you'll see there, this is a solid geometry which is shaded in color, and this is the internal area which is cut down. So we can perform the task according to our need here, like this. Or after that we can do one thing. If I am having Control Z, after that there is one side is linear, I want to connect one arc from with respect to these boundaries. So I'm just going for using the arc command, 3-point tangent arc, center and end. Then I'm using the one operation. One is 3-point arc. So first point we have specified at this area, and second we have specified anywhere on the screen. And after that we have just created one arc which is bigger in size. Length I don't need to provide. Here first I need to provide is the constraint. The constraint name is tangential. So I'm just clicking on tangential connection, and now provide the one entity. The second one is this arc. After that we can do one thing. One is this, second one is this. So you will see there the T sign will be there, and this T sign shows you that your content has been in relationship with the circle with a tangential connection. And now delete the segment 1, 2. This one is also extra material, so delete them also. Delete them. Now you will see there the object is in some different shape, and now the value we can define. The value I need to provide there is around 75. Then you will see there the object will be wider in size. If I'm just giving the value is 90 millimeter, so this will be looking like this. So you can change the values according to your need after creating the tangential option and after creating the delete segments. And now after that we'll see there we will create some more sections there according to our need. This is the first segment we have created, and now I'm just saving this file. So Control S, and now the whole segment will be saved. If I want to make it close, so you can close this file from here, or you can do one thing, you can close it from this window. Close the window and keep the object in session. Click on. Now you'll see there we have just closed the file. Now we are in a different one, which is S1, which was the first file we have created. And after that we can do one thing. We are just defining one center line at the center of this workbench. The second one is horizontal, and after that we can do one thing. Circle is there, so one circle I have just specified at this area, and the value we have specified is around 10 millimeter. And after that we will see there is another circle I want to create. So these two we have just created here, and now after that we can do one thing. This is a coincident operation. One is this, second is this, they both will be at the same center, they both will be on same radius. So, but I want to have some other circles at the same center point, but with having some other sizes. So we are just going for the feature which is called concentric. So click on this and now click on the boundary. You will see there the next circle will be created or the same center point, but with some other radiuses which we can edit afterwards. So you'll see there number of circle radius or diameter will be provided to you, so you can make editing in them. Control plus Z, undo, and now after that we are just making 3-point circle. And what is the utility of 3-point circle? Basically this option we can utilize when we know the 3 points position, and only I need to provide the position there, because I don't need to give the radius there. So we are just giving the 3-point circle. One is this, second is this, third one is this, and we will see there the circle has been created accordingly. And after that 3 tangent section. So you will see there, here we have one entity is this, second one is this, and third one is this. I want to create some circle here. I don't know what is the size of that particular circle. I want the tangential connectivity between all. And one is this, second is this, third one is this. So you'll see there the circle will be adjusted accordingly within the 3 entities. Now after that we will see there the next operation will be there is the circles we have created, and we have accomplished the feature, and now we are on the third one, which is arc. 3-point arcs we can create. So we can create the 3-point arc or tangential arc as well. They both are same. So we are just started from this point, second point is this, and the midpoint we can specify accordingly. But if I need to provide the tangential arc, so we can do one thing, provide the tangential end, start with the end point of the line, and now you will see there the arc will be starting with the tangential connectivity with respect to the end. So here we have specified the tangential arc, right? So with respect of that some particular previous one object, we can create some tangential connectivity. And after that we can do one thing, we can specify some center anywhere, and then after that we can start creating circles like this, and then after that 3 tangent arc. So this is also kind of same like 3 tangent circle. So one is this, second is this, third one is this. So we'll see there we have got some arc here which is in a connectivity with respect to the circles like this. One is this, second is this, third one is this. So we have got some tangential arc there. And after that we have one more option there, which is concentric arc. So this is kind of same. If we have created some arc here, again we are just selecting the same entity, and after that click like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So all the arcs will be at the same center point. So that is called concentric arc. And there is a conic, and the conic arc has no sizes. We need to just provide one point, and the second point we have to specify there like this. And after that we can do one thing, we can specify the third point, but that will not be showing you the exact radius. We have hardly use this feature. So that's why we will ignore this feature right now, and we can perform on this feature later on whenever we need that particular topic. Now next one will be there is axis and ellipse, center axis ellipse. These both are very simple in use. So you will see there I'm just creating one center line there, and after that I'm just having elliptical option. Ellipse is basically a combination of 2 circles which are different in sizes. First of all, I'm just using the center and axis ellipse. So first of all we have to specify the center point anywhere, and after that the line will be coming both sides symmetrically. So the vertical line we have just created, and after that you will see there it will show you the two sizes. The one size we have specified is 100 and the other one we have specified there is around 50. So you will see there the elliptical shape has been created accordingly. And after that we can do one thing, we can define the axis and ellipse. So axis and ellipse work in the manner like one point and the second point we have specified, and it will be working like this. So it is similar like that, but the basic difference is it is asking for the center and it is extending at both sides symmetrically, and this is working on the center point, but sorry, not center point, it is working on one point and second point. So this is the basic difference between them. So here we have just deselected these two lines and now deleted the object, and now we have to specify vertical is this and then horizontal one is this. So the degree will be deleted automatically. After that we can work on the spline feature, and you can, if you have worked on spline in some other softwares, you know this, that what is the characteristics of spline. First of all, we have just create one spline here. You will see there spline is consisting on some of the points, basic points. So we need some points at some areas here, and then we can perform tasks there, or we can create some spline with giving some points like this. And then after that, this one is the, at left side we have created 1 2 3 4, and at the right side we are just creating 1 2 3 and 4. I don't care this is symmetric or not, I'm just creating the points anywhere, and we can drag the points according to our need. And now I need to provide the exact size there, so we can do one thing, provide the normal command, and then after that provide the size. 50 is the value we have specified, second one is 100, third one we have specified is 50 again, and then after that this one should be I'm providing there is around 100. So these dimensions we have specified with respect to the horizontal line. Now we are working on with respect to the vertical line. The size we have specified is around 25. Then after that the second one we are specifying is around 50. No, 50 is not looking applicable, so I'm just using the value which is 100. So there is an increment of 75 millimeter, and the third one I'm specifying is around 175, and after that again I'm just using the same increment by giving the value 250. So you'll see there the object at the left corner has been specified properly. It is totally constrained. So now I'm just using the symmetric section. One point is this, second point is this. Now provide the vertical line as a symmetric line. One is this, the second point at the left side, then symmetric line. These 2 points also have got symmetric. Third one is this, fourth one is this with respect to the constraint center line. So now you see there the object is totally fully constrained. Whenever we are changing the value from the left corner, I'm just taking the example of 250 and changing it to 300, the value will be changed at both sides equally. So we'll see there we can create some entities there according to our need, and after that we are just click on this boundary, click on this. So you have close the segment like this, and now save the section as one and same folder. So now I'm just using one more Ctrl+N. Now after that sketcher, the name of the file we are giving is S3. Save the file first, S3 number file we have saved, and then after that we have to work on the fillet and chamfer operation. So we'll see there if we have created some line here like this, and the second one line we have specified like this. By mistake it has slanted, but now I want to make it vertical, so the line has been converted into the vertical and horizontal mode. So now there is a fillet operation. In fillet is also called as circular trim operation also there. So filleting, I am just giving circular filleting. So these two have been selected and the radius has been provided to you at one end. If I'm just giving one more fillet, that is circular trim, you will see there it will trim the uh, previous entity. Oh. Again I'm using circular trim 1, 2. So you will see there is not any extension line remained. But if I'm using this one, first one, it will leave some marks here, like this extension line, hidden line, construction line will be remained there, which is showing you the relationship. And after that we can see one thing, elliptical, but that is not for any need because we don't use this. It doesn't show you the radius, it shows you the distance from one point to second point with respect to the center point. And now after that we can see there yes, now we can see there the next operation, which is chamfer. So chamfer will be counted with respect to the length into length. So these two we have specified and it shows you the distance. So we can specify the distance around 0.5 we have specified, and at the other end we have specified is 0.5. We can specify the different values also according to our need. So here 10 is a one value, second value we have specified is that should be also 10. So we'll see there if we have specified here the value which is 1 millimeter and the other one specified is 1 millimeter, so it will be looking like this. So at the other end, like this, we have specified some other chamfering value with respect to chamfer trim. So one is this, second is this. It shows you the distance not from the virtual point, it shows the distance from the initial first point, the lengthy distance, but it is very hard to use, so we cannot go for this operation. So next one will be there is text operation. So I'll show you the text operation, how is it working. So click on the text, click anywhere on the screen and give the vertical end. Then after that will be the text box, and now after that we can specify the name text anywhere. So Creo, I am just typing Creo Parametric. So the text will be looking like this, and this is a 3D text basically. If you want some other text format, so you can go for font 3D, and here number of fonts you will get. So you can change to this one or the other one also. So this will be looking like that. So we use the defaulted text which is font 3D so that we can create it into 3D. So just click on this, and now after that we can use horizontal. So that is the position or alignment we can see there. The centralized alignment will be like this, and that is the bottom. We can specify the middle also. And expected ratio, it is showing you the 1. If we are changing the ratio is double, so the object will be stretched a bit. The 1 we have specified and the angle we have specified is 30 millimeter, so that text will be a bit slanted. So that is the 0 degree we have specified, and there is one more operation. If you see there, the name is place along with the curvature. So click on this. If I'm not using any kind of curvature there, then we cannot use that particular area. Either we can do one thing, if we have some arc on the screen, one point is there, second point we have specified like this, and there is no need to provide the arc size. So you can see there, this is a solid arc. So click on this. Now provide before starting, just select this arc, start working on text, and now place along with the curvature. Provide the name. Again, I'm just using the same feature. So here I have specified parametric design. So here place along with the curvature. So it will ask you to provide the curvature. So curvature we have selected, and now the object has been aligned with the curvature. And after that, if I want to make it fit, so use the middle or top or bottom. Here is the centered, so text will be aligned and adjusted within the section. Click OK, like this. So if you will see there the arc, so arc will be going to the part design if we are making extrusion there. So this line is basically the reference. It is playing a role of reference only. We don't need the arc in part design. So we can do one thing. We can convert this line to construction segment. So just right click on the segment, right click on this, and here is the construction option. So the line will be constructed. The line will be converted into the construction element like this. And after that we can do one thing, and the construction has been created. If I want to use some more geometries there like this is a solid geometry if you see there. But if I need some construction geometry, so go for the using the construction mode. Use the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will see there the lines will be in the hidden section like this. And then after that we can save this section as 3, close it, and after that we are just creating one more. The name we are specifying there is S. Switch on the sketcher, then use the S4. So the geometry is showing you the S4 name, and then after that we have to specify the center line first, 1, and second center ball for exiting the command. Then after that we can do one thing. This is offsetting feature, this is thicken feature, this is palette operation. So one is offsetting. So I'm just using the line segment which is creating like this. The size I have specified is around 10 millimeter. That distance I'm specifying is 5 millimeter. So you see there I'm using one tangential arc. So this will be showing you tangential arc like this. So now we have specified the value which is 5 millimeter, and after that we are specifying one line. The length of the line I'm specifying is around 5 millimeter. So just make it extended. So we'll see there the length I'm specifying there is around 15 millimeter. And after that we can see there we have got the half segment there. And now after that we are just creating one fillet operation, and now picking this arc, and second one will be line, and it shows me the dimension, but it showed me the warning also that the dimension has been specified. That's why now the dimension has been deleted. Now we are specifying the value name is around 2 millimeter. So we'll see there this is a starting point going through this way, and now this is the end point. So here I'm using another operation which is called offset command. So offset command is working in the principle of type and select offset edges, and these three options we will get there. One is single, second is chain, third one is loop. So what is this basically? We are working on single one. So what is single is doing? Single, click on single option. Now pick this one line. So it will show you the enter offset in the direction of the arrow. So if you have the graphic card, you will see the arrow, but right now you are not getting the arrow. So now we have specified the value. The value name is value is around 1 millimeter. So you will see there at the one end it shows you the 1 millimeter distance. Control Z. Second one I am showing you is offset. Again I'm using, but I'm using the chain operation. So we can pick two lines at once. One, then two, then it shows me the dimension. I'm giving the one value, so you will see there that offset will be created like this. But if I'm using offset and I'm using the loop operation, so click on the single entity, it will show you the distance. So I'm distance providing is 1 millimeter. So the whole entity which are getting connected with respect to the point will be offsetted at one side. If I want the object to be offsetted at some other side, so you can use same loop or chain or single, whatever. Click on the entity and then after that click on the value. The value you need to give is in negative -1, and you will see there the object will be going outside. And after that, this is an offset feature, that's all. And after that we can use the offset but thicken operation. It is same like offset, but the change is it will show me the object at both sides. So single chain loop, these three conditions we have already worked on. This is a end cap section. So open, flat, circular are the three sections there. If I'm using the open section, choose the loop operation there always. Click on this entity. Now provide the thickness value. It is asking the thickness value. Thickness shows you the distance both side. So for example, if I'm using 2 is the thickness, then after that it will ask me to give the offset value. So offset value we have just defined there is around 0.5. Then click enter. You will see there at one side of the line the total length will be 5 millimeter, but at one side, sorry, total length will be 2 millimeter, but at one side it will be 0.5 and other side will be 1.5. So this will be the change. And after that we can see there, if I'm just using loop and flat or circular, it will close the end like this. If I'm using 2 millimeter, enter. 1 is at one side, so you'll see there it will show you like this, and end will be circular. If it is flat, then this will be flatted joint accordingly. So this is the thicken feature you can use according to your need. And after that we can see there that the next operation is palette. If I'm just clicking on this feature, you will see that tools palettes will be there, like shapes. Some of the shapes you will get there, wave, and the preview will be showing you at the upper end. So here stars is there, 3 tip star, 4 tip star. So these sections you can get accordingly. And polygons, we can use the 3-side polygon, 4-side polygon, 7 or hexagon we can take also. So just if I want to use this feature, so just click on this, double click either or drag this basically, and now you will see there the object has been created like this. Click close, and now place it anywhere you want to place. And after that we can do one thing. This is the scaling level. So if I'm just using the 1, the object will be scaled at one level. If I'm giving the second, so the object will be going like this. Second means the distance will be 2 millimeter like this. But now I'm using the previous one sketches, so profiles is also there. And after that we can see there I channel, C channel, but here we have some Creo _ Ivan session of file. This is a folder we have created. Remember, we have just saved some working directory initially. Then after that, here we have got that library, and whatever we have saved in that particular area, we can get that models here in this workbench. So we have just got the S number 3. So you will see there, just drag this and you will see same text will be there. So that drawing has been, converted here, and it has been called here like this, parametric designs. So we can call the objects also from with respect to the palettes operation. So then after that we can do one thing. These three we need not to work right now. We will start working with these, but in part designs. And here one is modifier. What is modify? Basically we have multiple dimensions here, and you can see there, if I'm a bit lazy there, I don't want to make changes each dimensions by clicking double click on them. You just do one thing, use the modify, and now select all the dimensions. Either do one thing, select all the dimensions, then use the modify. You will see each and every dimension will come in this bar, and we can change the dimensions accordingly from with respect to this particular area. And then after that, if I'm just using this one, you will see the dimension is getting changed. The object dimension is getting changed, but this is changing very drastically. So if I want to make it less sensitive, just use this and make it lower. Then you will see if I'm just dragging with a lot of pressure, it shows me the very less change. 7 point in decimals it is getting changed, 13.97, 14.23. so it is getting changing very slowly. But if I'm just making it high level, so if I'm just dragging it a bit, the change will be there very fast. So this sensitive areas you can manage, or you can do one thing, we can lock the scales, we can regenerate this. Regenerate means if I'm just changing something here, it will be getting shown, but right now it is not shown you, because regeneration is simultaneous regeneration is off basically. So you'll see there the change will be working like this accordingly. After that we can do one thing, we have one more option there, which is delete segment. I have already worked on this, means select on this line, so line will be deleted, right? So next operation will be there is corner. So if we have just used these two lines, now we'll see there is some corner, so I'm just deleting the corner 1, 2, the other one will be deleted simply. If I'm using the fillet, the radius is coming. If I'm using this, the radius will not be coming. Or we can do one more thing here. If I'm using this point up to this line, so like this it will be working. 1 point, 2 point. So this will be working accordingly. And after that we can do one thing, divide is also there. So if I have selected one circle, so this is the one entity. If I'm deleting this, so it will show you the object will be deleted. But I want to split it into 4 pieces or 3 pieces. We can do divide operation and click on this. So you'll see there the object has been converted into 4 parts. One is this, second is this, third one is this, and fourth one is this. So if I'm just deleting this segment, so only this segment will be deleted accordingly. Done. Next operation there is mirror. So if we have created some entities there, I want to make a mirror entity with respect to this center line. So do one thing, select the entities first, multiple entities if you have, then use the control key to select multiple entities, and after that use the mirror, and then after that click on the mirror line. Remember, the mirror option will be always switch off. If you want to make it on, just select some entities first, then it will be getting activated. So I have just selected all these one. Again I am selecting these entities. So we'll see there the object has been selected, complete object has been selected. Now I'm just going for the feature which is mirror, and this is the horizontal line. So we'll see there the object has been mirrored with respect to the center line, and here only center line, with respect to center line, can be mirrored, not with the solid lines. So these 5 operations we have accomplished. Now the last one is rotate and resize. What is rotate and resize basically? So I'm just working on that particular feature. So we'll see there, this is a circle we have created, and I want to decrease the size first. So size we have specified is around 7.5 millimeter, that is the diameter, and then after that I want to make it to this point, right? Or we can do one thing, we have to specify the distance is 5 millimeter, and now I need to provide the circle at this point, this point, this point, and this point. So you can do one thing simply here, just select this, Control C, Control V. If we are using the Control V operation, then rotate and resize will be activated. And what is rotate and resize? First of all, we have to work on this first. So this is the line 1, second, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see this is the T we have created. I want to make it rotate, so you can do simply one thing, select this entity, and then after that use the rotate and resize option, and then you will see the rotate and resize option shows you the move, scale, and rotation also. So here if I want to rotate, move this object, so just pick this one, and then after that drag with respect to the coordinates. This is the first distance I'm giving 5, so this will be displaced in parallelism, and in perpendicularity I am just switching it to 5, so the distance will be changed. If I want to put this distance with this one, so we can specify, we can drag this also anywhere, and we can put it at some point simply, or we can rotate this also. If I want to rotate this object, so we can rotate this by dragging this rotate symbol, or we can do one thing, we can specify the rotation angle. The degree we have specified is around 90 degrees, sorry. So the object will be rotated like this. If I'm just giving the value which is 180, so it will be like this. 270 will shows you like this. And now the next operation is, we'll see there 13 millimeter, 17.544. So all the dimensions we have already specified there, or the sketch already has specified itself. Now I want to make it increased, so rotate and resize will be there, and the size we are defining there is around double. So the size will be increased in double the value. If I want to make it 0.5, so the object will be in smaller in size. So we'll see, we can scale the object, we can move the object, we can copy the object, we can rotate the object with one feature, which is rotate and resize. If I want to select this one, then rotate and resize, pick this one and drop this here and click OK. Now after that I want to make a copy of this. We can make a mirror also, or we want to make a copy, so you can simply use Ctrl+C, right click on circle, and there will be copy paste option. So we can use Ctrl+C, then after that Ctrl+V. The Ctrl+V where I have just provided this point here, and now click OK. After that Ctrl+V again, place this here, now drag this here, OK. After that Ctrl+V again one more time, then after that provide the center point at some other areas. So we'll see there the object will be created like this, and after that we have just specified some more circle, Ctrl+V, and then provide the circle center point at the center point of the body. That's all. So the object we have created here accordingly. So just save the section number 4, and all the commands we have accomplished for today, right, for Sketcher. Now we can start working with Sketcher. We can simply create some diagrams from practice material. You have got this practice material day 1, day 2, day 3 till day 8. So in day 1 we have some diagrams, and you can start working with these diagrams, and you will see there the plate we have just got here. If I want to draw this plate with some holes, you can create this plate if I'm not um, wrong. You can create this now in Sketcher now. Should I show you some drawings by creating them? Okay, I will show you some 2-3 diagrams, and then after that you can try this from your side as a practice, right? So we take this the first diagram. It shows you 57 is a one dimension, second one is 41, right? So here we need the rectangle which is having this size. Sorry, which one? Sure, let me see there. At the end of the page. This one? Okay. So we can do simply one thing here. First of all, we need to understand from where should we start. So we are starting with this center point, right? We can start from anywhere, but I'm just taking this as a center. So it has been shown you that radius 5 is there, and this is also radius 5. This initial circle is of diameter 14, that is diameter 19. So I'm just creating two circles here. This should be vertical, or this should be horizontal, and then after that create some circle. One more circle I need to create at the same center point. Size we need to provide there is around 19, and the second one is 14. So we'll see there we have just got two circles here, and after that we have to create the third one. The size is radius 20, means diameter will be 40. So from the same center point we have just created the diameter is around 40 millimeter. So we have got this kind of thing, and after that it shows you at the same linear area, it shows you two more circles. One is R10, R5, means 10 or 20. So we have just specified one circle, second one is this. The size we have specified is around the size we have specified is around 20 diameter. Oh, that R1 should be deleted just because it will restricted me. Oh. Now we have just deleted that. Again get the horizontal line. Now the second size we have got 10 is the value we have specified, and the distance they have showed us, which is 22.5. So we have just double click on this 22.5. So this will be like this, and the third one, that third circle will be like this. The size of should be 10, and then after that another one size will be 20. Yes, that will be 20 R1, and then after that the distance they have showed us, which is 45 millimeter. So we have specified the distance should be 45, and after that this is a arc 49, radius 49 is there. Create one arc. So now provide first the tangential connectivity between them. 1, 2, 49, 49, yes, radius. Then trim the segment. After that just create one circle of radius 13 between them. So create one circle, radius will be 13, means 26 is the diameter, and then after that this is circle we have created, and then after that we have just specified the tangential connectivity between them, and then after that delete them, trim, delete 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, like this. And then after that provide the tangential connectivity, filleting 4.5 radius. So we have just filleted the area. Yes, 1 2 4.5 is a radius, so we have created that particular area. Done. Save this as 5. Any doubts here? Hello, can you create that section now? Huh? Okay, fine. So today's session has been completed. All the topics has been completed now, but there are a number of more features here which we accomplish in our part design section. So the sketcher has not been completed yet, so we will accomplish this section after working on part design. So we'll continue the next session tomorrow, right? So you start practicing with some practice material and complete the sketcher only, but take the enter into the sketcher with this feature only, not with part design. Part design feature I will explain you in the next session. Today you have to work on sketcher only, right? Yeah. Okay, then we just wrap the class for today, and see you tomorrow, and hope you do your practices, right? Okay, my pleasure. Goodbye. Take care.